Hello everyone. Today's lesson it will be about if-else statement and switch on and ternary operator. The first topic is if-else. So the syntax for this, the first one is if my boolean is true, then it will execute statement 1 or will the first code will be executed. If this statement doesn't match, then the second one else one will be executed. So we are going to see some examples. Don't worry about that. The else portion is always optional and always groups with the closest if. Like the statements, it checks from the first one. Like if boolean is true, it will check first one. If it's wrong, then we check second. If we have more than that, then it will check one by one. It will start from the closest one. Repeated else if statement are also allowed. As you can see, if the place is equals to 1, metal is gold. If the place is 2, metal is silver. If the place is 3, and then bronze metal, and if it is as other, then it will be null. So this is like syntax of if-else statements. For switch statement, it's also we can do same thing with both of them. Else if we can. Apex provides a switch statement that tests whether an expression match one of the several values and branches accordingly. So, for example, if you want to find out like Friday is the first day, or switch on expression when value 1, the value you write in data type, if the value 1 is here, then this is the first one will be executed. In this value 2, if you enter and then code block 2 will be executed. If value 3 it matches here, then this code will be executed, and none of them, and code 4 will be executed. And the last topic in this, it will be ternary operator. So ternary operators are like if-else statement. If my condition match, if it's true, then the closest one will be executed. If doesn't match, then the second code will be executed. So this is ternary operator, and the format is that the first one is question mark, and the second sign is, sorry for that. This is the syntax for ternary operator. The first one is condition and question mark. Code 1 will be executed, colon, and then code 2 if it is false. So this is a quick revision, a reminder for you. Let's go back to our developer console and then open an anonymous window. We are going to see some examples.
We specify.
So let's open our developer console. I have prepared some work just to save time. The first example is if-else example. What we need to do is, for if-else, we can write integer, any number, or we can write some other number, doesn't matter. 5. If we start our code like data types and we declare something, then we say if this number less than 0, we close our parentheses and then open the curly braces and type our code. If the n smaller than 0, then n is a negative number. Then else if, it's not compulsory. We can use for all of them if. So if we write else if, then we can write if n equals to 0, then it is a neutral number. And if none of this, then we can use at the end else, and we don't need to write if. So if it is out of this one, then it is a positive number. Okay, let's execute this code. 5 is normally a positive number, and see in our 5 is a positive number, as you can see, right? Now I'm going to just write -5 and execute it. It is a negative number. So it works like this. You can write if. Then you need, well, if you write if, then you need to write n open parenthesis n equals to greater than 0, then it will be positive number. So this is the handy way. I prefer this way. We might do maybe some other examples if we have more time. The switch on statement, the format is that you declare something, and then in string day name, and in quote we write the name of date. And day name, if you want to ignore, lowercase, capital or small, and if you want a capitalize, it must start with capital. So if my day, for example, is Friday, if I don't write this capitalize method, then when it comes to I write F, then let's see what will happen. Let me first explain the format for, let's write F. The format for switch on statement is we declare a data type, and then this is for day name should just can be lowercase, is fine, and then capitalize it. So switch on, we write switch on key name and then variable. And then if my variable, okay, when switch on my variable when it is Sunday, like when it is this one, like this is Sunday, then I want on developer console to see the first day. When it's Monday, then it will be 2. When we just write first time switch on, then after that when, and the last one when out of this, then it must give any valid day names, or just to be careful, or the last part is when else dot, and open the curly braces and close it. It's like this is the format for our switch on statement. Let's see on developer console, since we put date name Friday, then execute highlight, it's 6. If, as you know, if it is a quote small letter, or if I write this one, for example F, what will happen? I didn't execute it. It's still 6. It ignores, it automatically, this format, this method, it automatically makes my, but if they write something like this, it's fine. Like can be small capital. That if I don't write this method, then it will be a problem. If I write this method, then if they write in this format, it is fine. But this string with this method should be converted to this type. For example, if I write small f, what will happen? Use a valid name. So it didn't accept. So this method, it should convert this one to this one, then it will be executed. If I don't write this capitalized, then it will give an error. The third example is that ternary operator. Ternary operator, as we told, that they work like if-else statement. If this is declaration like integer number is equals to 13. If my string, like if it's 13, it is an it will be a string. Results will be string. So it will be odd. It will be writing something. This one. In ternary operator, if this condition is true, okay, Boolean. If it's true, it will give the first one. If it's not true, then it will give execute second code, part of the code. So 13 normally it is an odd number, right? So 13, if you divide 13 by 2, it will give 1. So remainder is 1. Remainder, if it is 1, it will not be even number, it will be an odd number. Let's see on developer console this part. Odd. Let's just change it, make it 20. If it's 20, then we use this method maths.mod and number to like this variable name and divide by 2. You can try 2, you can try 5. For example, if I try 5, but we are not checking that time, sorry, number 2. So it will be, if it's 5, then it is multiple of 5. It is not, then like something like that. 20 is an even number, right? So these are the three methods we use: if, else statement, and ternary operator. Nested if are like we can use in if statements. I would like to do one more examples with if statement. For example, you have like string, you have a string, and then color of apple, right? Equals to green, and then put them in a quote. Okay. Then write if, open parenthesis, if color equals to green, okay, so this is my condition. Then I have to open curly braces. Then I have to say system dot debug. If it's that, then execute this code. What is this code? System debug. Then I will write in put in bucket the what my color of the apple if it is green. If not, then what I have to do, maybe I can select more than one, but just to save time, else open close curly brace, and then what I can say, put in, sorry, put, if it's true, then put in bucket. If it's not green, then put in box. I have to put then execute this code. It was green to put bucket. If I write some other like not green, I put red, then it's supposed to put it in box. Put it in box, red one. So this is the simple code for an example for if statement, if else. Thank you very much for bearing with me. Enjoy your day.